Kaizer Chiefs will surprise you. Usually they do it in a very bad way, but this time around they've done it in a good way. Not for the first time once again in this transfer window. They have signed a right winger. We will talk about him and how it relates to three other transfers that are on their way out of Kaizer Chiefs. Actually, it's not transfer, it's players who will be transferred out of Kaizer Chiefs. Hello and welcome to Potsane Fan TV. I am Pilo, I am your host, and this is where fans meet and talk about Kaizer Chiefs. Amakosi Football Club. Kaizer Chiefs have signed Potsane, and it's not a rumor. It's been confirmed by Kaizer Chiefs themselves. Go on their Twitter, go on their website. Maybe it's crashing because a lot of people are flooding that website trying to check, is this real? Yes, it is real, and no one was expecting this. We're shocked just as much as all the other publications were shocked how Chiefs just did this. And can I say this before I talk about the three players that this thing is linked with? The first thing is that Kaizer Chiefs can sign players from any team in the league. This is proof. And by the way, if you think, oh, this is an isolated incident, I will prove it to you. Remember last year, people were insulting with Tim Sugazi. Oh no, Tim Sugazi, they hate the Chiefs. They don't want to sell players to the Chiefs. And then you know what happened? We didn't sign to give him Simango last season. And he did say, Tim Sugazi, he was open to selling the player. We didn't sign him last season. This year, we were more decisive. We went after the player. We signed him. Good on you, Kaizer Chiefs. Second proof, we said, Ukomitisi doesn't want to sell players to Chiefs. Went to sign him to Potsane, and then there were problems. But there were not actually problems. It's because committees triggered the 1 year option to extend that they had on the contract come to Potsane. They triggered that, but then Chiefs were decisive once again and they went after him and they signed him to Potsane. Where is he? He's playing for Kaizer Chiefs. What number is he wearing? I even forgot what number he's wearing. He's wearing number 3. Second player. Third player is Manje Potsane. Potsane, remember, we've been talking about Royale Muguti. Oh, Inabo, they don't want to sell to Chiefs because of what happened with Victor Letsoalo, right? But if you look now, we've gone out and we've signed one of their key players. I know he played 67% of the games, but still, he was playing a lot. He was a regular and was an impactful player for them. Which means, Chiefs, if they really want to get players from other teams, they can go and get them, because it depends on how you approach these deals. Because I don't necessarily think Chiefs are just hated. There might be some professional jealousy. It's there. But we've always talked about the fact that if Chiefs finds ways of negotiating with these teams, we can find players. I saw yesterday one of the comments from Umandla when we were talking about Rowan Newman coming to Kaizer Chiefs. He talked about how we can loan some of our players or even sell some of our players like Osifama to Maritzburg United, since they need younger players, but then they have these older players who are probably on a higher salary than they can afford this season, that we can offer our players to them for loan, and then we can get these other players for a lower price, because we'll be offering them players in return, and then we'll be also giving them money on top of that. Now you're thinking, can't Chiefs do that with many other teams in the league? Surely they can. And signing these three players from the teams that we think they don't want to work with Kaizer Chiefs is clear proof Kaizer Chiefs is more than capable of breaking or brokering deals with any teams in the league. And going to the player himself, he's a good signing. He's going to add depth in our right wing position, and he can be a starter. He can come off the bench and change the game from the bench. So all around, he's a good signing. 29, so it's a mixture of experience, and he's still there for like 5 years if Chiefs decides to keep him that long. So he kind of fits into this thing, Yoguti. We are rebuilding, but still we need some experience in the team. So he's a perfect signing for Kaizer Chiefs as well. How is this related to the other players that I was talking about? Now, please like the video. Again, please like the video. Like the video and subscribe to the channel, because 67% of you who watch this video are not subscribed to the channel. Why do you like the video? It helps me to reach more people like you, and it also helps me to feel better about myself. So please, if you care about my feelings, like the video. Anyways, my niece is nodding. Why are you not liking the video? Anyways, let's move on. Chiefs did something today that disappointed me. I'm happy now because they signed Potsane, but they did something that I wasn't happy with, because one of the reasons why they might have signed Umponchane, because there were no talks, no links ukuthi we are hearing Umponchane, it's because of Kama Billiards as well. Because what happened with Kama Billiards? So Kaizer Chiefs contract yake ended on the 30th of June. We know that much. And then Upobi said, no, it's not a salary cut what we're offering him, because his contract yake ended. So now we're offering him a new contract. But then new contract, it's clear Uguti, it has less money than the contract that it was on. So as technically it's not a salary cut, it's just a new contract. So it's not a salary cut. However, we know it is a salary cut. Everyone knows this. We can be technical about it, but it is a salary cut. And I've talked about how this makes sense for everyone involved. Kama is injured a lot, and the salary cut would have made sense. However, Kaizer Chiefs released a statement today. A statement, guys, again, it's on the website, where they say Ukama was last seen on the 29th of June training with the Kaizer Chiefs. We saw the pictures, and now Kaizer Chiefs have been trying to contact him. And in all the efforts that they've made trying to call him, I don't know, even emailing him or WhatsApping him, but they said in all the efforts that they've made to reach Ukama, he wasn't returning the calls, he wasn't answering the calls, so he wasn't doing anything that was going to respond to what the Kaizer Chiefs were saying or asking, because they are saying they have offered him a new contract, and Ukama is not responding. Now, who's wrong in this case? Because they are saying he's not with the team and the team is training in Nelspruit and he's not there. He's not supposed to be with the team, Vele, because the contract has expired. So I don't understand how they're saying he's supposed to be with the team. Why would you be with the team if your contract is expired with the team? Because we need to sort out your contract issues first, and then you can be with the team. Because if I'm just there training with the team, it means basically ngivuka ekuseni ngiyosebenza kodwa ngiholi, because mangena contract uzohola kanjani, because isalary yakhe will be decided by the contract. So that part I don't get, and I'm not gonna blame Chiefs all the way. What I'm also blaming Chiefs for in this case is the fact that now they are airing it dirty laundry. We just uploaded them. Yes, we just uploaded them, Spashali Shombe, for what they've done with Potsane. What they've done is they've kept quiet and did their business in secret. We signed the player, it's great. No one knew. But now with Ukama, they are airing it dirty laundry. Oh, by the way, Ukama is not responding to us. We're offering him a contract and he's not saying anything. What that is doing is basically saying, we know that Kaizer Chiefs fans, some of them still like Ukama. We know that Ukama is a quality player. But right now, in a way, if we want to end this thing in a way that will make us look good, let's post this thing that paints Ukama as a bad person. Yes. On his side, Ukama na we are better. Why is he not returning the calls and saying, look, I'm not going to listen to you. I'm not going to listen to anything that you're saying, because agent yake did say they're still negotiating with the Chiefs. Then he come out and say through your agent, listen to me. We are not going to negotiate unless you give me a better salary. We are not going forward. I want better salary, or don't contact me at all. So if they are still contacting him with the same amount of money that they offered before, which is lower than what he's wanting, I guess, then it should be clear, okay, this is where it ends. We're not going forward because as Vumelani, we're not agreeing in what I want and what you want. As such, let's terminate these talks and everyone, we move our separate ways. But as it stands right now, it seems like Chiefs are saying, oh, we still want to negotiate, but Kama is not responding. What value is this adding? Because it's just making us fans, some fans anyway, assault or insult him and talk about he's a salary thief, he's injury prone. We know that. But what I'm saying is that Chiefs should have just at least said, okay, we're not moving on with these talks. Kama is not going to be part of Chiefs anymore. Not this thing of we're contacting him, he's not responding, we are the good guys, we are trying here, he's not trying. No, come to us and tell us the full details. Uguti, it's over because we couldn't agree on the new contract terms, because they didn't do that with Plum. They didn't release an official club statement. Uguti, oh, Plum wants more money, as such we're not gonna renew his contract. Yeah, but because if Uplom, his contract was over, he was going to also not go to Ichim. So now this thing is making us fans side with the Chiefs and say, Velu Kamuya bad. So I don't think this is how they should be conducting their business, if we're being honest. And Ukama, I will say, he's also wrong on his side, because Kwayena, he knows Uguti is injury prone. But if he has offers from Okata, because there are talks Uguti Upit wants to reunite with him, then by all means go to them, but communicate and be clear with Kaizer Chiefs Uguti, no, I'm not happy with you, let me go. The Chiefs, the same thing should be done. Say, we have released Ukama just the way they did with Unang as well. Not this thing of moving around and making us pick sides. Also, how is this Mponchane thing related to other two players? Remember yesterday, if you haven't checked out that video, go and watch it after this. I talked about Mahlatsi and Sekhota Uguti, they might be on their way out. Now, with the signing Potsane, we know Uguti Mahlatsi was not given enough opportunity. Sekhota became predictable towards the end of the season. So now it's kind of clear Uguti, Vele, those players are kind of out of the way, because if you're going to sign a player who's most likely going to be a starter or will come off the bench, then that basically means with Mahlatsi, with Sekhota, their time at Kaizer Chiefs is most likely kind of over, or they're going to take a break if they're going out on a loan. So we'll see what will happen. What do you think about Mponchane coming to Kaizer Chiefs? What do you think about the situation, Gakama? Let me know down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, remember, equals alphelumoya.